So can you make me host again, please? So I can share my screen. Thank you. So here we go. The first thing we're gonna see is the definition of sexism and also the definition of gender role, okay? So I brought here these two definitions in English, of course, to show you guys. So first things first, sexism. What is sexism? Sexism is actions based on the belief that the members of one sex are less intelligent, able, skillful, etc., than the members of the other sex, especially that women are less able than men. Okay, this is very important. And the other thing that is also very important to us is gender roles. What is gender roles? Gender roles refers to normative expectations. What? Sorry, what? About the division of labor between the sex and gender-related rules about social interactions that exist within a particular cultural historical context. Okay, so this both definitions was get from the International Encyclopedia of the Social Behavior Science and the other for their, I think it's Cambridge Dictionary, right? Why is I started with that? Because now we all have the understanding of what you're going to talk about, okay? So I'm gonna send your guys the questions who will lead our discussions, and I'm gonna split you guys in the small rooms, okay? You guys doesn't have to answer the questions in order. You are free to talk and share your personal experiences if you feel comfortable to that. Please, everyone, check on chat if you can see the questions. Everyone can see?
I can
Great.
see small
Okay.
Eu vou começar aqui no negócio.
So fast. Please repeat, please.
If you guys can see the questions that I sent on chat.
Very fast.
Sorry, what?
The subtitles passes very fast. I can't see the subtitles every single day when I try to read it. When I am in the middle of the sentence, the subtitles go off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it passes very fast.
yeah, I sent on chat so you guys can make a copy and also usar in the small room, okay? If you guys have any problems, you can leave the small room and come to the main room and talk to me, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna split you guys right now, and we're gonna talk our discussions. We have 30 participants. I'll make 5 rooms, and you're gonna be random.
Vocês aqui não vou conseguir ouvir porra nenhuma, só tô com fone.
So you guys, please accept the invitation, and you are going to a small room. Yay! So let's leave us here. I just picked one. Yes, I just picked one room and deleted, and you guys are the privileged ones. So let's start our conversation because I prepared some very good questions for us to talk about today, okay? So first question. Oh, I forgot to say, first thing is introduce ourselves. Okay, so Yuri, please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Yuri.
Hi.
I live in São Luís, Maranhão. I study law at college and I'm 18 years old.
That's great. Vitor, please introduce yourself.
Hey, good afternoon. So, my name is Vitor. I am 20 years old. I am from Salvador in Bahia, but now I live at Camaçari, a nearby city. And I am a letters student. And I'm here in Tennessee for a long time, some months. So, nice to see you all.
That's okay. Ana Paula,
Oh
who
my
doesn't
God.
like to stay on the main room?
Oh my God, I don't like. I am a physiotherapist. I am 25 years old. I live in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais. My specialization is in women's health, and I am finishing my master in physical rehabilitation.
Nice.
And I don't like
Paula.
to stay in the main room.
Becca, please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Rebecca. I'm 19. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I study physical education in college, and I guess that's it.
Okay. Maria, please introduce yourself.
Hello guys, I'm Maria, I'm 18. I study industrial design in college and I from Dominican Republic.
Okay. That's nice. Phil, are you already in? I think he's not. So, Vandenberg, please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Vandenberg. I'm 27 years old. I'm living in Maceió, Alagoas. I'm studying transportation engineer. It's my PhD. And that's it. I came to here to TNT to meet new people and practice my English.
That's great. Philip, introduce yourself, please. You arrived just in the time.
I'm Philip, 32 years old, live in São Paulo downtown. I love sports. I love being with people, sharing and exchanging ideas. And nowadays I'm a lot of things. I work with tons of things at the same time. And I'm glad to be here.
Great. Welcome, Philip. So, I'm Serena. I'm 24. I'm a scientist and a master student in genetics and biochemistry. And I live in Minas Gerais. So, that's it. Now you can finally talk about. Okay, Anna, I will make you happy. Bye. And so my first question is, since we already read the definition of sexism and gender roles, first thing, do you guys have any doubts about that?
I just want, do you have the questions? Can you?
Oh, yes.
Again?
Yes. And I also showed the definition of sexism and gender roles. I can send the link again if you want to see, if you want to check.
I do.
Okay, just give me a second and I will get for you. So my first question is, do you guys think that gender roles can lead to sexism, and how so? And I'm gonna start with Becca.
Why? I mean, okay. So I wasn't here in the time that you were putting the gender role, so I'm a little lost in English.
Oh, I'm just sending the definition that I show at the beginning. I'm sending the link. The definition of the British Encyclopedia and the Cambridge Dictionary for gender roles and sexisms. Okay. So, Victor, you are here, right?
Yes, I was.
So tell me about what you think about that.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm on YouTube. I'm a little nervous. Yes, I think that as I saw in the definition, sexism is about the evaluation of people that, for example, a woman has less value than a man, for example. In this, the way I see, has a background. I believe that this is a way of seeing the world that, as always, of seeing the world is teaching, is taught to for people, and this teaching is based on these gender roles, is based on how people were told to have their values. And these values came from another people, from your parents, from your friends and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. So, Maria, what do you think about that?
Well, I am like Becca because I'm a little confused about the rules. What?
You know, gender roles, it's like what is expected for a gender to do in terms of society and behavior and in every context, you know? Like when you say stuffs like women should take care of the house, men's go take, these are gender roles, you know? They expect you to do something because of their genders, you know, that is your role, something that you are expected to do based on your gender. So when you think about these gender roles, this can lead to sexism. What is sexism? The thing that some kind of gender feels they are superior or more intelligent than other. You know, when men think they drive better than women, this is sexism based on gender.
Yeah, okay.
That's what the question is about.
Well, I do think that can lead the sexism. Sorry. Well, and I also think that it's changing now. Our generation is changing that because now women are more involved on the laboral camp and that stuff, but it's always happening. And I don't know, we have to keep like trying to combat this problem.
Mm-hmm. Actually, there is no answer right or wrong for any of this question. It's more something that we can think about. If not now, we can think about later. It's something to us to think and reflect. Okay. So Loida, I think I say your name right.
Yes, I arrived a little bit late. My name is Loida and I'm from Dominican Republic.
Oh, nice. It's your first time here?
Sorry?
Is your first time here? No? Sorry, I don't remember.
I've been here since May. I participate in so many years with Somi and Philip and Judy. And I don't remember very well Becca. But...
Okay, so what do you think about the question?
What I learned about this is that it's a social construction, the roles. And it's difficult to, I don't know how to say the word in English, to remove, to unconstruct those. And it's teaching process. So people is teaching to the new generation since the from childhood to know that not those is for girls and cars is for men and so on with the household activity. For example, cooking is for a woman, and I don't know, pay account is for men. It's a construction that took too many years. Science, for example, we are from Christian science, the Christian era, I don't know the way. And we need to work on it. And we are in this process.
Yeah.
We are advanced. So many things.
Yuri, what do you think about? I don't know if yeah. What do you think? About
Well, for me, I agree with Loida and the other people that talk about this. For me, gender rules influence in the sexism, you know, in society. I agree with Loida in relation of gender rules and sexism is relation with social construction. This type of thinking that women is only to cooking, only to take care of your kids, and or to and the man is to work and this kind of things. I guess nowadays is changing. Nowadays women have more space at society, at at society, but it's not enough. You know, I guess it's important to have more. Many people keeping to think in the old form. You know that women's not able to this activity. Women's not able to lead one good one big enterprise kind of things. But I guess we need to become. You need to keep developing, you know, in relation of this. But it's not enough.
Phil, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a social construction, and sometimes I get myself thinking, how was the human relationship like thousand millions years ago? I'm watching a series called The 100th. Actually, I finished, and they talk a lot about this social construction and how groups are built. So I get myself every time thinking about this, and based and the question itself, if I think it can lead to sexism, it should not lead to sexism. You know, it should not. But we know that in nowadays in the society we have, the construction we have, it leads to sexism, and this is a problem. So gender roles lead to something that it should not, and then we have lots of consequences.
Yeah. Vanderberg, what is your opinion about that?
Well, I think that gender roles can lead for sexism, and I think that's a thing that can happen really early when you are kids, you know, and do you give a doll for a girl and puzzle for a boy, a little boy. So do you just teaching they that woman is like need to do clean house, heavy house, and raise a child, don't get go out there and do things that everyone can do, and beyond that the gender, you know. And beyond you rise in a family, an environment that bring to you think something like that, or your mother just clean the house, your mother stay home, and your father go out there and work and bring money and pay the bills, you know. So this kind of thing that you have since you're a kid until you're a man or a woman, it can lead to a sexism society that I think is not good.
Since I have a lot of examples when we show about one of the most knowledge random the rules, if the female cooks and clean the house, I'm gonna jump to the, I don't know, third or fourth question, which is one of my favorite. So the question is, in a society that reinforces the stereotype of women cooks and clean, also known as an activity associated with female gender, because you know, this is how our society built this idea. What do you think about the fact that the most famous cook chefs are male? You know, do you guys get it, the question?
Yeah.
Becco, what do you think about that?
I think they teach us what we do, what we should do, or cook and everything. But when a woman, you know, I don't know, destaca, it has to be a man, you know. So they teach us, and if I cook, and I'm like in a reality show of cooking, and there is a man, he probably gonna win, you know, but
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Lagging.
Is there
Yeah,
but they don't want to us to destacar. I don't know, how can I explain? What?
lagging. Yeah.
It was my connection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better now?
I think so.
Yes, I'm like close to the wireless, sorry. Where I stop?
I have no idea because I'm totally lost. But you can restart if you want.
Okay. I was saying that the men say what we need to do, and when they do, they don't want like us women to, you know, destacar. So you know how to cook, but the man is better. So you know, when they do that thing that even that we are learned to do since we were a kid, you know, it's a woman thing, they do better every time, you know, they do everything better. So I think that's it. They teach us, but you know, you never can be better than a man in any place, you know. Even the man that wasn't, you know, grow up like you need to cook, you need to clean. No, but if you are competitive with a woman, you are better. That's it. So I think that's it.
What do you think about that? My voice just Phil. What do you think about that?
Well, I have never felt, you know, this issue, but I know it happens, and I see. I'm gonna say on my point of view what I feel from women. I worked in a very big company, and I had a friend there. She's pretty, and because she's pretty, people would always comment, "Oh, she's getting a higher, she's getting a promotion," or the managers they see her like as a good employee, a good person, like working just because she's pretty or because she does PowerPoints in the meeting. So it's not about, and even PowerPoints, they are really difficult, and like it's a huge job, but and like it was an IT area, lots of men, and when you see a girl doing anything, coding or presenting, building up a PowerPoint, on handling a meeting, there's always an excuse to push them down, to say, "Oh, she's doing this because someone is, you know, and then you hear a lot of bad stuff. So I see on like my girlfriend now, she's, I tell her like what she does really good, and she tells me, I can't see that. She can't see her strengths. And it's something that it's being built for years and years. So you start listening, oh, you're not good, or this is not for a woman, and etc. And it leads to something really bad on your self-esteem and on your behavior or the things you see. And then you start believing that. And then and we see everywhere, on English teaching, on IT, on everywhere we see that. At least in the environment I live with, like it's this is something that it really happens all the time. I don't know how it feels, but from the man's side, I know we say those kind of things, you know.
The funny thing is the spotlight, it's always for men, you know, because in the example that I gave you guys, when you say, it's a stereotype that women clean and cook, you know, when you think about what kind of models we had in our homes, who cooked for us, you know, since we were born and we are kids and grew up, usually, not always, our mom. But when it comes to a spotlight, when it comes in a big position on a star, it's a man. And why is that? You know, it's very funny and curious how they can cap everything and make a man stuff. You know, it's very fun. But I want to hear what the other people think about that. So, Victor, what is your opinion?
Hey, yeah, I think that about this question, these activities that normally it's associated for women since we are a child, it's not because they associate for two women because they are better in these activities or they are naturally tended to do it, but they do it because they think it's more adequate for women to do it, not because of any argument justified behind it. And when women, for example, are really good at it, like in a position to be a great cooker, as Rebecca said, the people tend to see that the woman in this position is not better than a man because it's a professional position, and a professional position is not for a woman to be there. And for example, I worked in a lab, for example, and I have a supervision. She was a woman, and she was really like professional. She was really good at what she does. And with time, I saw that people around always say that, oh my God, she's so tough. She's so hard on people. But nobody never said it to my boss, another supervision, who does the same thing as her. And it's sometimes even more hard on people than she was because they tend to see that, oh, it's a woman doing some activity that a man should be doing. So she's not on the right position, the adequate position for her. So I think it's something like that.
Yeah, it's very complicated. Loida, what is your opinion about that?
For example, regarding the question, I put myself as example. I get married and I didn't know how to cook. And even more, I have 3 kids, very big, and I'm really not sure that I know how to cook. But I grew up in a house when my mother was the person that used to cook and my father used to work. But the youth people have the role now, to change this, that can break with this cultural form. And I think we must advance or go out to another level. When you masculinity, when the men have other roles and women too. And it takes time. It's not the thing that we think we're gonna do in 1 year or 2 years. I always think about, for example, in my job area, I working with contraceptive or planning method, and all the planning methods, except the condoms, is for women. Why the science not design a planning method for men? And that's why I said it will take a lot of time to change this, the roles between women and men. But I think we are advancing. We are have some progress since, for example, 50 years ago.
Yeah. Vandenberg, what do you think about that?
Well, when you talk about the question, it's coming two things in my mind. The first one was season of MasterChef that I watched, and in the finals have, I don't know, 3, 4 men and just 1 woman. It's a kind of, the men don't care about the woman, you know, like, oh, she is a girl, he can't beat me in the final. And in the final that she came there, and the final was 1 man against a woman. The man having his mind that, oh, I already win these I forgot the word.
This match.
This fight, you know. And he lost because they don't care if he is a woman or a man. So it's a thing that it's came to my mind. And in your episode, this girl is working with the 3 men, and the men is doing everything, and don't give her the opportunity to do something, you know. She was just watching they working, and she came to a man, oh, let me do something here. And he says, oh, go clean the floor. So
I remember. I already saw this because it was very commented on social media.
Yeah, when I watched this, it was really, really, I don't know, powerful, you know, because normally I don't see this. But I know that this happen out in there, but normally I don't see. And when I saw this, it's really hard to see. And the second thing is when I was in college, and I do civil engineering, and I remember my woman teacher saying to the girls, when you go to work, you go to a man environment. So you need to have some cautions, you know, like you can't use a pink hat. Just use a white, because you want to lose the respect from the men. That it's really, really, really normal in the class. Teachers give this type of kind of advice to the girls.
Yeah.
It's something like, oh, you can't do the spotlight there, you know, in the work environment. So it's something that came to me that's not so good.
Yeah, it's really good when we talk about that, and when we stop to think about it, we see how often this happens, and we don't actually realize, we don't pay attention, you know. So Maria, your opinion about that?
Well, this question, I made me this question one time. Like I was thinking, because all my life I've been like trying to defend my gender, and I liked football and always try to make the women to make a space for her in the society. And one time I made me this question, and I did the question to my sister, and she told me, she's bigger than me. She told me that like from in the past, the woman, I mean the man, it was that do all the things, all the profession, until last in last century, sorry, yeah, until the last century was all man profession and that stuff. For that reason, the man was the architecture, the engineer, and all the professions. And for that reason too, is like in the things that are from home, like cooking. Even though the woman is better, they trying to put a man on the top, because it's like it has been doing all the time, and it's like has to be, but it's not. And also I study industrial design, and in my I have a signature that it was about the history of design. And I was always seeing that all the designers were men, and I was like, even one woman is not one, at least. And in these years, like they are developing and discovering that there were women behind the like a real importance designs. There were a woman behind, but they don't put the name. They always just put the name of the man, and that is like a really big stuff that we need to combat. And that's my opinion.
Yeah. Yuri, what do you think about that?
Well, I guess when the women start to grow up, you know, at the professional, for example, in this case of cooking, the society start to impose limits, you know, for women. The women in relation of this case of the only have the most of chefs are men. I guess many people think women can only can able only to cook in your house for your family and this kind of things. But if the women can stand out in the society, I don't remember any situation of women to lead one big restaurant. You know, I know Paola of MasterChef, but yeah, but the other example that I remember, I don't remember any example of women that lead with big restaurants, kind of things. So in relation in other example in my life, I started to recognize at college. I studied law, and all of my teachers are men. I have two teachers, women, but it's not teaching law stuff, you know. So it's the same of school where I was at school. When I was a kid, I have many teachers, women, yeah. But when I start at high school, I only have men, you know. many people think the women can't able to teaching or to lead with big responsibilities or this kind of things.
Yeah. Speaking about women in chef and Paula Carosello, which is a big example that I think everyone knows. If you guys search on the list of top chefs in Brazil, only 3 in 10 are women. And if you research for the top chefs in the world, we have a list with 100 names and only 4 are women. This is how big this issue is, you know? So I'm gonna put this next 2 questions together so we can discuss at once because we don't have much time, but I think it's a very good point for us to at least talk a little bit about it. That is, sometimes sexism is justified with arguments that lean on biology. And why that thing happens? You know, what do you think about that? And I'm gonna put this together with the next question. That, do you think the maternal instinct is a real thing or something that only fits gender roles? Because maternal instincts is something that apparently it's a biological argument to justify sexism. When you put the idea of gender roles and women have to take care of children because they have more, you know, talent, they are born and programmed to do that. What do you guys think about that? You know, do you guys understand what I did with these questions? Okay, so Maria, what is your opinion?
Well, I think that in the past I done accept. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm gonna write it because it's my problem.
Don't worry.
Okay, this word.
In
the past, accept these arguments, because I always think that the woman can do the same that the man, that the woman can be in a construction and all this stuff. And now I maybe give it the chance to maybe a little. The man is a little more stronger than the woman. But in the case of the maternal instinct, I think that we both have the same importance. Because what happened when a mother died and the father gets alone? He have to continue raising his child. He can stop doing that. And that's why I think that we are putting excuses, and we have to stop like defending things that are of the past century. And also I think that how do I say, I think that sorry, I don't remember the word.
You use what you remember.
Well, I think that we have to stop, like, it's normal argument, stop sexism, but it's like when you see a woman in where you see a woman in a construction and it's the only woman and is surrounded by men, you don't have to treat him like he's like, oh no, let me do this for you, no, because he's a girl. No, we have the same rights, like the same, we have to be the same. And that stuff, the people always is making preference to the woman when he is doing something that is normal for men. And with the same with the payment of same job for men and a woman. This have to stop, because maybe the woman is better doing that stuff, and because it's a man, they pay more for the job.
Yeah. So I shut it down the small room. So welcome back, guys. How was the discussion and conversation in your small rooms? Okay.
Great.
So, Joyce, what do you think? Since you're here for the first time,
I
please
love
tell.
it. I'll be here tomorrow again. I love to talk and discussion. The people, very comfortable.
That's great. Paula, Paula Dulcinea, how was the discussion in your small room? What did you guys mostly talk about it?
It was awesome. I wanted to congratulations to about the conversation because here organized so with people, and I'm so agradecida, né? Realmente I like it so much to be here with this conversation because I participate of others' conversation, and really this conversation, it is so amazing. Congratulations.
Oh, that's great. Paula, how was the conversation in a small room?
Oh my God, it was awesome. Actually, I was talking with Paula and Joyce. Everyone.
I'm just asking to the persons in the same room. I have to change.
Yeah, but it was awesome. We talked about a lot of things. It was very good. That's it.
That's great. Let me see. Sophia Sanchez, where are you?
I'm here.
How was the conversation?
Well, the conversation was good, but everybody was a little bit quiet because actually it's a difficult topic, yeah, to talk about. It's really complicated, but we could change a lot of ideas and different points of views.
That's great. As I say in the main room, the point here is to make us think about all these questions, you know? There is no right answer or wrong answer. Everyone can give their point of view using your own experiences and things that you already know. But it's important to us be open to listen to others and learn something new, okay? So, Inês Mota, where are you? Share with us your experience.
It was a very nice experience. I like it to talk with them, and we were talking about the questions that was there, and we could share our experience and say what happens, you know, in our house and in our jobs, and that was very nice. It was very nice.
I'm really happy that you guys enjoyed the experience. So, Marcelo, what do you think about? How was your experience? How was for you as a man to participate in those conversations like that?
It was nice. This is my first time here, and it's nice to talk about this theme. Of course, it's difficult theme. Depend of the level of the students. I think the theme it's not hard. I think it's a easier theme, like talking about your family. But it was nice. People very friendly in my private room.
Yeah, my idea when I put these questions is to push ourselves to not only improve our English, but also open our mind. You know, that's what I think about when I think in questions like that. So, Alexandre, how was for you? Did you enjoy? You're muted, please. I can hear you. You're still muted.
Sorry.
Yes,
The
now I can hear.
conversation was lovely. People in my group is lovely. We agree. All the group agree with what we discussed about sexism. I think is bad situation in Brazil since 50,000, 1,500, because the
100,000.
man is in the labor outside and the woman inside the home to make lunch in the house. It's not exist anymore, okay? In my house, I think in my house, I wash the dishes every single day, okay? It's so good. Other people have to think about share what you have to do every single day with your family. Help your mom, help your dad, help your children, help each other. Okay? Don't practice the sexism. Don't treat woman low because she's a woman. Okay? Everyone can be deputy, senator, can be judge in the justice, or can drive a car or boss. Everyone, woman or man, everyone can talk in TT. Okay?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thank
So,
you.
does anyone who wants to add something, ask something, comment about something? No?
Yeah, I have Serena.
Oh, of
And
course. Go ahead, Angel.
So I think this time very polemic and difficult to talk in English, especially. I feel my English very poor to explain better my ideas for my colleagues in room. And I hope I don't feel other bad with my answers. Sorry if this situation happens.
I disagree, Angel. I was in your
me
room
too.
and you are awesome. I love
about that.
And
keep practicing.
I love TNT and I respect a lot everyone here.
That's very important, and that's what we want. Have a health environment for everyone feel comfortable. And the last thing, one of the last thing that I want to say is I give these questions for you guys. So if you don't discuss everything, at least read this and think for yourself and question yourself in your life experience. What does that mean? How you do, how you act? What can you do to create a better society with less sexism? Doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy or a man, woman, non-binary, I don't care, just keep your mind open and don't get yourself full with biological arguments who support sexism. There is no such a thing, especially, I give you guys an example, just be careful with this kind of thing. This can lead some very stereotypical things that is not good for anyone. So last thing is I'm gonna ask for you guys to answer the feedback questionnaire. It's only take a few seconds, maximum 1 minute. It's not that long. It's really important, especially for me as host, but for everyone in TNT, so we can grow up and make improvements to everyone. So please send us your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe to the others TNT and talks over the week. We have a lot of more this conversation coming on and it will be awesome. I hope to see everyone there again so we can talk even more. And that's it. I'm gonna shut the live.